Today's guest, you all know him, you love him. Tall, light-skinned guy. Oh my God, the funniest man. One of the funniest men. Let me turn this down. On Chicago radio. Yes.
Hey, dude. Hey, man. Pull off real quick. Pull off real quick, dog. Don't just come
Tony!
in. Pull off. Oh, what's... Oh, dang. Oh, shoot. Sundance.
What the hell wrong with Tony?
Oh, man, my fault. I thought you was my Uber. My fault.
No,
my fault.
Tony. You told me to be here at 1.
Oh, snap. That's today.
Yes.
Man, my fault. I was out here, you know, I had little episodes from, you know, the other element today.
Okay.
Yeah, you might want to, yeah, my fault. Yeah,
You need to get dropped off somewhere. Can we do this interview?
No, we can, we'll wait. I got somebody coming.
See?
Man, you scared me, man. Woo.
No, you scared me.
I thought you was them people. All right. How you feel?
I cannot stand him.
Oh, my God. What's
The
going
king
on?
comedian of Chicago radio. That's what I'm going to call you, the king comedian.
Times have got hard in the comedy game, as you can see.
Whatever. Tony Schofield. Hey, Tony.
What's going on, Sonny? Sonny
Scared the hell
D.
out of me. Scared me.
Did-
Tony, it was so hard to get you in the element.
I know, man. You know, there's a lot of things going on with me right now. I got a couple of court cases, you know. I'm ducking child support in 2 states. There's a lot of things going on. I'm trying to get a little bootleg lingerie business.
Okay. How's that going?
It's not working out. The
Okay.
prototypes ain't really working out. We had a
Okay.
couple of rashes and things jump off. So, you know, some cases are pending.
Okay.
It's going to be all right.
Okay.
Yeah. I was coming out with the world's first hemp lingerie.
Okay.
You know.
Just breaking folks out.
Yeah, kind of, you know.
Tony, when I started at GCI 98, you were there.
Yep.
And you were so warm to me, but I was scared. I was really scared of you.
Why? Me?
Because you are Tony Schofield, and you were a big comedian. I had seen you all on Comic View and all on TV, on cable, and I was scared. I was really scared of you.
But back then, man, I was scared of everybody else in the building, so we was all scared. I mean, that's if you talk like 98, I had just been there for a few years, so I was in awe of those people in that building. So at the same time, you was scared of me. I was scared of Herb Kent and looking at all the other people like, oh my God, that's Herb Kent. That's you know, that's Rick Party. That's Sam Shook just talked to me in the lunchroom. Oh my God, Doug Banks. I'm sitting in with Doug Banks this afternoon. So it was, man, I was in awe just as much as you were of me, and I appreciate that. But man, that was a time, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you always want to be a comedian?
Came up wanting to be a writer, actually. People don't know this about me. I was a big Stephen King fan as a kid. I started reading Stephen King books when I was like 10 years old. Yeah. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to write horror books as a kid. I even wrote some little short stories and stuff like that. I always wanted to be a writer. Then after that, man, I started working at the Board of Trade. People don't know I worked at the Board of Trade for like 7 years. Down on the stock market in the soybean room, in the S&P room. Then I worked at the Mercantile Exchange. Started doing stand-up at night, just doing little stand-up shows, open mics like that. Got a love for comedy, and did that I've been doing comedy for the last 24 years now. And
really?
Yeah, I've been doing comedy for like 24 years now. So yeah, I started back in 90 something. Yeah.
And all the big guys are like your friend, like Cedric the Entertainer.
Oh yeah.
He's your friend. Kenny Howe.
Oh yeah, that's my guy. That's my brother. Yeah, I mean, yeah, all of the guys. It's like a fraternity, man. No matter what level you're at, we're all doing our different things and having our different levels of success and all that. But we're all a fraternity. Like when I see Kevin Hart, it's what's up, Sko? What's up, Kev? You know what I'm saying? No matter how big you get in the business, if you're a real comedian that came up in the trenches with all of the other brothers, it's like a fraternity, man. You never forget. We done been on the road together in, lousy hotels and back in the day, you know what I'm saying? And talking to the promoter after the show, he ain't got all our money and, all that, you know what I'm saying? So, we all came from those times and we all appreciate each other because we know we've been in those trenches. It's just like with you and DJs.
Yeah.
I know y'all appreciate each other and y'all see those DJs that put in that work over them years, y'all got a fraternity too.
Yeah, we do, but it's a lot of snakes in ours.
Oh yeah,
it's a lot of DJs that are coming to the game, undercut you.
That's
Sundance is at this level. Well, I do it for $100 all night. So.
That's on anything. I mean, I've had so many, people hate on me as far as I've had promoters tell me like, You know, man, I'm trying to get your number, man, and trying to book you for a show. Nobody got your number. Who'd you ask? You know, tell me some names of people I know damn well got my phone number. And I mean, I would never ever refuse somebody some work. So if somebody calls me on anybody, it could be somebody that I may not be real tight with or like that. But if I got their information, I'm gonna pass it along. That's some work, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm never gonna try to stop somebody from working. I've had those situations. People try to tell promoters different crap or whatever, you know, but it is what it is. You know, those snakes get rooted out eventually. They end up doing their own self in.
Has radio helped your comedy career or hurt? Because for years you had to get up at 4 a.m.
Yeah.
And then when you get off at 9, 10 o'clock in the morning, I'm sure you get something to eat, you come home, you take a nap. It throws your whole schedule off.
It's kind of a gift and a curse. I would say it's a gift because, you know, it brought me into a whole new career, radio, which is something I never expected to do. But now I have a tremendous love for it. Love radio. Never thought I'd do it. Came up in Chicago listening to the greats on the radio. I remember Bob Wall morning show back in the day and all that. But as far as being a comedian, you know, you got a really nice job, you know. So kind of, you know, as far as going out doing those shows on the road that I used to have to do, you know, to go and make this little $300-400 or you know in a night in another city. I didn't have to do that as much, and then you couldn't because a lot of those shows were during the week. So you know, I'm on a morning show Monday through Friday. I got to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning. So it kind of shut me down on the road for some years. As far as me getting out, before that, I was on the road 3 weeks out of the month. You know what I'm saying? Traveling all the time, and I had to back then. But once you get that good, nice, you know, radio money, that steady money, you know, and you kind of, you know, you get more selective about what you do. And it could be a gift and a curse, you know. But I was still out doing like major tours and doing all the TV shows and all of the tapings and things of that nature to keep my name out there. So yeah, so it's cool though. I mean, I'm happy with the radio thing. It's like an extension of what
everybody
I do.
loves you.
Yeah, it's an extension of what I do, and then I've been doing it for like 15 years now. So it's in my blood. It's 15 years in radio now. Yeah, it's going on 16 now.
Yeah.
So it's in my blood now. I look at myself as a broadcaster now. As a, you know what I'm saying? I look at myself in that light.
You are.
Yeah, it's crazy too because I look at the greats that we came up watching here, even in Chicago, even the great newsmen and things of that nature. Fahey Flynn and John Daly when we was kids, Harry Porterfield and all of those guys. Those are great broadcasters. You know, so when you look at the history that Chicago has with broadcast journalism and radio, I mean, come on, the radio personalities we've had here. Yeah. I mean, come on, I can go down the list and be in there all day. You know what I'm saying? So it's a rich history in Chicago, and to be able to be a part of that, it's crazy.
Where do you want to be in 10 years? Let's do 10.
10 years I want to have, by then I want to be probably into my 6th, 7th year, my own TV show. I want to do like you know, I want my own TV show. I want something like, you know, I want to bring something like that vibe. Like, man, I think when Dave Chappelle left his show, it's been a big void of that really in your face, political, especially nowadays in the climate that we got in this country nowadays. Somebody needs to address it from a comedic standpoint to put some, you know, put some real clarity on the issue. So, man, I just would love a show like that that's really, really in your face, skits and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Would you
do like a major network like the ABC, NBC, or would you do cable? HBO.
I mean, it depends. It depends. I mean, it'll be more of a challenge to do it on network TV, but I think network TV would bring a wider audience to it. So it would be a give and take. It depends on where you want to go with it. But I mean, really, I'll start that joint off from right here in this car. We can start doing the show right here. I don't care where we start, as long as we get to the end. You know what I'm saying?
You remind me of Dave Chappelle.
A lot of people tell me that.
I think it's because your build, your comedy.
We both got them shoulders like that. A lot of people tell me that. That's my man too. Dave's awesome.
I love Dave Chappelle.
Awesome. Yeah,
I didn't catch him a lot on TV because I was really in the shop grinding, so I didn't see a lot of his episodes.
Yeah, I mean it was a great show. just that whole political in your face, not so much as over political, but just, man, really thought-provoking, well-written comedy that, you know, that just really makes people think at the same time, you know, can even address some of these problems we got out here. You know, look at all the stuff we got going on in Chicago, man. You know, and my motto that I formed for my company, Riot Entertainment, our motto is, if you can laugh at it, you can live through it. Which is, I think that with anything, man, if you could look at your problems and laugh at it and say, man, you know what, there's somebody else right now that's got it 10 times, 15, 20 times worse than me. And this problem right here, when you look at it from a different eye, it's some really silly something. Okay, so what? My lights cut off. Right now, somebody just took my water heat out my house like 10 minutes ago. We ain't got no hot water right now until they bring the hot water heater back. I'm sitting there mad at that, but somebody ain't even got a house to have a hot water heater in. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta look at your problems like that.
Do you want to do movies?
Yeah, I want to do them. I mean, who doesn't want to do movies? I mean, I'm working on a couple.
I'm surprised you're not in Empire.
I tried out for Empire. No, it was an Empire I read for. Yeah, I read for a part of Empire. I didn't get it, but I read for a part of Empire.
Really?
Yeah, and the lady said I did really good. The lady said I did really, really good. But you know how that stuff is. You either go in, and then a lot of times it could be a look, or it could be, you know what? It could be a lot of things, especially when you're going with those readings, and they have a select person or a type in their mind. But still, if you go in there and do a good job, that's all you want to do. You want to do a good job so they'll remember you for the next time they're casting something. Or they'll remember you saying, hey, you know what? He may not have nailed that part, but he might have fit this part more. You know what I'm saying? So you just got to go in there and knock those out. I
commend your wife for sticking by your side. You always give props to Roz. You always, I've seen you on stage talk about your commitment with your wife, your marriage, and how she sticks by your side, and you need that in this business.
Yeah, you definitely
need it in this business. So shout out to Roz.
Yeah, my wife, and like you said, it's very important to have somebody in your corner in business. Keep you grounded, you know, keep you family oriented. So, you know, but a lot of people always giving her props. You know,
because
like, how y'all know she ain't crazy? How y'all know that I don't get locked up when I go in the house?
She don't.
In the cage.
You know what? All seriousness, I was in a relationship where a guy did not support what I did. He didn't support my DJing. When he got mad, he flipped my turntables over, destroyed my records.
What?
So it's possible that you could be in a relationship with somebody that's jealous of what you do.
I think you find that out early. I mean, me and my wife, she was there when I didn't even know I was gonna be a comic. So I mean, I was doing open mics at night and wouldn't even tell her that's what I was doing. I was going out just till I was going out drinking after work, you know, because I was working at the Board of Trade at the time. She didn't even know I was doing open mics. I was scared to tell her until I realized that I was out there actually funny. And I didn't want to be like, yeah, I'm doing comedy. Then she come see me and suck. Then the next day I come home and all her stuff be gone.
Okay.
So I didn't want that to happen. So it's like, he ain't funny. I'm out of here.
You are silly all the time. All the time. Anything you want to promote, Tony?
No, I just want to promote these shoes that Sundance.
Get my stale ass candy.
Yeah, she has.
I'm talking about your Facebook page, your website, Twitter, Instagram.
Yeah, you guys can hit me up on Instagram. It's, let me see, I got so many damn pages. Instagram is Tony Sco. Facebook is Tony Schofield. Last name is SCULFIELD. And on Twitter, it's The Real Tony Sco. So follow me on all that. Of course, you can hear me weekdays 6 to 10 p.m. 106.3 Chicago's R&B. And follow me. Check me out. And also frequently as a guest contributor on Windy City Live on ABC7.
Which you look damn good.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm trying to get my TV on. As soon as I get these 2 teeth, like if I got to get this tooth moved over and that, like 2 teeth adjusted, I'm going to be okay.
All you got to do is get some braces.
I had them.
They hurt. I had some.
I had a Invisalign. I couldn't do it. I'm like, don't make me put something on that hurt me every day. Just put the on and, you know, let it stay there.
Go ahead, get them gates on.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Okay, it's Sundance hanging out with Tony Schofield. Thanks for logging on to the website. www.chicagosightedfemaledj.com. Episodes from The Element. Tony Schofield. He need to make a run right fast. Thanks for logging on to the website. Peace out, y'all. Tony, get out.